Well, hello, everyone. It is Karen Ann Harlos, the Pink Parliamentarian, with your regular quick and easy tips on Robert's Rules of Order. I am a registered parliamentarian with the National Association of Parliamentarians, and I am available for hire by your organization. You can find out more at pinkparliamentarian.com, or you can write me at pinkparliamentarian@gmail.com. I also do offer brief free consultations, and if I don't say so myself, biased, of course, my regular rates are very reasonable. I have done a lot of work in the political arena, sometimes as floor parliamentarian, many more times as a convention parliamentarian, as well as working with several nonprofits. Now, my philosophy is people first. We don't work for the rules work for us. So if that sounds like a good fit for you, please get in touch. I would love to work for you. So what we are continuing today is the topic of division, but now into the other kind of division, not division of the question, but division of the body or the assembly. This is one of those areas where Roberts uses the same terminology of different things, and I know that can be frustrating, like adjournment. So, division of the assembly is covered in Section 29, and it's used when a member doubts the results of a vote taken by voice vote or by raising of hands. Or, this is interesting, when a member, quote, doubts that a representative number of the members present have voted. In other words, a suspiciously large number of abstentions. So today we are going to discuss a brief history and the standard descriptive characteristics of division of the assembly. And we'll finish up the topic in the next episode and hopefully move on to something other than division. So, why is this, or what is in effect a recount or even a complete redo of a vote called division? Why is it called that? Well, Robert's Rules of Order tells us this in a footnote in 29.1, and I find this fascinating because I'm into history, as you know. In the earliest forms of this procedure, members in favor of a measure and those opposed were asked to rise from their seats and proceed literally to opposite sides of the meeting hall, hence the name division. Makes sense, huh? So I find that so interesting. And it might actually be easier than the current practice, to be honest with you, if everyone just moved to separate sides of the hall. But let's get to the standard descriptive characteristics. As I said, we would cover this episode. We'll read these exactly as they're found in Robert's Rules of Order 29.4. So number one, it takes precedence over any motion on which a vote is being taken or has been taken. It may be called for from the moment the negative votes have been cast until the announcement of the result is complete or immediately after. And we're going to look at RONR 45.9. It does not yield to any other motion. It can be applied to any motion upon which the assembly is called to vote by voice or by show of hands. No subsidiary motion can be applied to it. Number three, it is in order when another has the floor and is called for without obtaining the floor. So you can just shout it out. It does not require a second. A little bit more on that, though. It is not debatable. It is not amendable. And it does not require a vote because a single member can demand it. And 8, it cannot be reconsidered. Now, as I said, let's go to R1R 45.9, retake or change a vote. After the result of a vote has been announced, members can still propose or demand certain actions that may change the result. A member may raise a point of order regarding the conduct of the vote itself. A member may demand division of the assembly, move to retake the vote under another method, move for a recapitulation of a roll call vote, or request unanimous consent to change their vote. With the exception of a point of order raised against a breach of a continuing nature, which you can read about in 23.6-9, not doing that today. If any of these actions is to apply to a vote after the result has been announced, which is usually when division of the assembly is called for, it must be taken immediately after the chair's announcement, before any debate or business has intervened. So that is really, really important. Now, to go back to some of the points before where I said it didn't need to be seconded, a lot of organizations, not all, so these are the basic rules, but a lot of organizations, particularly in a convention setting, which is what I'm most familiar with, it's a lot of times highly undesirable to have one member be able to demand division of the assembly, particularly, counting the vote. That can be extremely disruptive, though it is the job of the chair to call things dilatory when they are. What some organizations do to handle this is to not allow it. So in a convention standing rule, not to allow it to happen upon the demand of a single member. Something common I have seen, if you say, like, in a convention of, say, 1,000 people, to have it be 20 people need to join in the demand for division. Now, again, that's something that an organization would need to adopt on top of Robert's Rules of Order, but that would not be unusual. And in a large setting, in fact, may be advisable. So, what do you think? We're going to have one more episode on this big topic of division. And I think what we're going to cover next is resolutions versus motions, even if there is a versus. But after division, that's what we're going to get in. So again, what do you think? I'd really appreciate your thoughts below, along with a subscription. And again, if you require some parliamentary assistance, I just got done assisting some folks with being their floor parliamentarian at a convention, and also with some bylaws. I live for this stuff. I know you need freaks like me, right? So come and check me out at pinkparliamentarian.com, or shoot me an email at pinkparliamentarian.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time we talk on the tube of you, I hope you have an awesome day, night, or whatever time it is in this wonderful world. Bye-bye now. Thank you.